So I figured it's about time that I updated, well, at least my mom and my dad. You see, I've been here for 8 months now, 9 months almost, other than checking out Subway performers and going to hipster eateries in Williamsburg. I've been hanging out at the Natural History Museum, gazing at the squirrels from time to time. You may be wondering where this guy is, and he's doing really well. I did hit some hard times, and so I did some Subway performing.
I'm gonna do some street performing.
As well as above ground performing, just to, get some extra scrap cash where I could. But was not ultimately as profitable as I thought it would be, though I did meet some really cool people while I did it.
Oh wow, this is glorious.
I did have lots of other things to keep me busy though. I did some salsa dancing when my sister came and visited. One of the crazier things that happened was I got invited to a weird night of experimental music by a all-girls Scottish band from Glasgow. Yeah, it got weird. But since I couldn't afford staying with Cameron, I ended up getting a sublet, which was awesome. It was probably the most amazing place I've stayed so far, and it had a pretty incredible view. Other times I would just go down to the pier and stare at the helicopters and try to guess which one had Casey Neistat in it. In getting invited to go to this new church that I started attending, I misunderstood the directions and ended up experiencing the beginning of the Gay Pride Parade in New York, as one does when they're attempting to go to church. But I did make it back in time to go to the picnic after church and met a couple of really great people. It was kind of lonely in New York. I still didn't know a whole lot of people, and so sometimes I would just go to a crowded place, like, a park or something, and pitch a hammock. But there are so many amazing things to see in New York. Pokemon Go kind of helped with that. This was during the peak height of Pokemon going. I did get out of the city a little bit from time to time, and my buddy here took me a little bit upstate. But as time passed, I began to neglect my hair more and more. During the summer, though, they'd open up Governor's Island, which is a really cool little island off the coast of Brooklyn and Manhattan. But this wasn't the last time I went. I went to this because of a church picnic and actually ended up meeting the bassist from the Temper Traps. There's my hair, still growing. But there is a lot to do in New York during the summer. They have free concerts in the park, and I attended at least one of them. My friends even took me to the free Shakespeare in the park. This show was Troilus and Cressida.
Pretty cool.
I think it was
You have a pretty
Troilus
cool
and Cressida.
light above you,
It was
too.
sad. All I remember is it was sad, and I think it was a tragedy. So it was sad. I did have to kind of get used to the weather in New York. Obviously, it changes every 5 minutes, but it was more exciting than bothersome. That pretty lady was someone I met at the church I go to. She's great and British and a translator for the UN who speaks 3 languages. I also got to go to Comic-Con this year, and it was pretty much Valhalla for nerds. I had to work, so I didn't get to see much, but someday I hope I can just go and attend for fun. Brooklyn really is incredible there. There's so many places to see and explore. I found an arcade that's also a bar, a barcade. I turned 31 while I was here in New York, and I did karaoke for Halloween, and now I live in Crown Heights, which looks a lot like this, but I spend time in Park Slope working and watching these kids occasionally. Also, my friend's apartment burned down on the east side of Manhattan, so we had a benefit for them at this bar and helped them kind of get their life back on track. I also helped my friends shoot a short. I watched the kids some more, cooked a turkey for Thanksgiving that we hosted at my girlfriend's house, and had more leisurely walks through Prospect Park when I could. I started going to a life group with these cool people, and I mean, really, when I say I'm watering this down, I'm really watering this down. There's so much that I've seen in these short few months that I've been here for. New York is slowly transforming right in front of my eyes into this incredible winter wonderland. And I finally experienced my first snow in a place where I've lived. And so when you'll be watching this, it'll be Christmas. My parents will be home, and I'll be having lots of fun with them. I know that there's a lot that I had to skip over, but know that after the new year, I'm going to be doing a new video every week. So I figure that's a pretty manageable goal to help me keep my editing skills fresh. And so I guess I'll just say it now. Merry Christmas. and have a happy new year.